Okay, so when you want to post a story, now right now we're just going to do it by updating an existing story, but I'll go over exactly how to post it from nothing. But um, to post or to update an existing story, you just find the story after you've logged into the CRM. If you don't know how to log into the CRM, do a search for how to log into the CRM. Do that. Then come to your story, click Edit. This brings you to this page, and then you can start editing how to post a story. And description, how to get your thoughts on the web. All right, and here is you look and see which categories. I want to show on the headlines. This is if it's configured for your website, it's there. And let me go over a little more detail here. So we have title, and this is the title of your story. Okay, and there's the description of your story, which is more information about your story. Date to publish. So this would be the date that I publish. I'm going to update that to something a little bit more current, which we'll go ahead and post it for this year, today, since we're updating it today. But it will keep the actual old date of the story by default. I believe today is the 29th. Okay, and put the hour as about that time. Okay, all right. And here's where you select your categories. So this would be like things like, if you're a news company, it might be like science, technology, politics, so on and so forth. If you're like maybe a magazine about women, you might cover things like eating healthy, taking care of children, your career, women in the workplace, women owning companies, different things specific to your categories that are common themes. Your articles are often about this. Now, on this guy's like focus groups. Now, focus groups are used for less common, but still a lot of articles. A great example is the Iraq War. It was a really big deal for a while, and there's still quite a few articles about it written. But as you're producing articles about this particular topic, you know it's going to eventually be not a big topic. Like right now, the Iraq War is not nearly as big a topic as it used to be, which many of our clients had a focus group on just that. So it's another way of organizing your articles, but these are specifically built for temporary, whereas these are permanent. Politics is not going away anytime soon, at least. Okay, and then the content of that story itself. And so in this case, we're just going to start over. I'm going to go ahead and write this inside here. 1, log into the CRM. 2, select new, and let's just see, let's make sure this. Publisher, new article, just like that. So once you log into the CRM, you click Publisher. Well, actually, you don't get to click Publisher, just mouse over it. Then select New Article, and that's it. Okay, select New Article from the Publisher menu. 3-dot. Complete the form. Probably for watch this video. 5. Well, actually, we won't say that, but this is technically what you should do as you're watching this video. It's going to explain more details. Complete the form. And that's really it. You complete this form, and it's going to be posted onto your website. This part right here is important. This is an important thing. If you post this into the future, that means the article will not appear until then. And that's very useful for periodicals that produce like a monthly. Yeah, but you have produced your newspaper, your magazine, whatever, the print version, and now you're going to, all your articles are online. Also, if you want them all to print on the exact same date, right, like the date that your magazine releases, then put that as the date and time. If you want those to come be printed over a period of time, or posted to your website over a period of time, then just put those days inside here. We recommend, and which we strongly recommend, that you actually post 2 or 3 articles per day. What that'll do is it'll get Google into the habit of looking at your website so that you are always indexed promptly. Let's see here. Okay, if you want images and stuff like that, so you can just browse, and then we've got screenshots and stuff in here. I'll stick one of those inside there, upload. And so this is like that. So you can see images is pretty easy to use. If you want to do some more things with it, you can click that little green tree to do more with it. If you want to go to a full screen mode with this editor, you just click that and it brings it to a full screen mode. And of course you can see here's things that are really similar to not WordPress, actually it's far more sophisticated than WordPress. Microsoft Word or other Word programs that produce documents. All right, file upload. So if you want to upload files and attach them, great. Use this feature right here. If you have specific articles or authors, we'll say James Brake is the author. Great. The abstract. Now the abstract's really only used if you're going to be using our content management system. This will give you a blurb about the article on the outside, and people will have to register or pay or subscribe to get to the rest of the article, depending on how you set it up right here. Okay. Oh, here are the keywords. Keywords are things that will appear in the keyword section of the metadata. So that's good. If you want to use that, it helps out your search engine stuff a little bit, not that much really these days. It used to be way important. Okay, make this article available to everyone that is logged in. Now the default, number one, is free. Okay, but two, this just makes it so people have to be logged in. And then make this article and its attached files available to everyone that has a valid subscription. That's more complicated, so uncheck that, check that. And these won't allow you to have conflicting ones. It's built that way, so you'll have to uncheck things. Okay, make this article and its attached files available to everyone that has purchased it. Okay. Okay, now you can actually do both of those. Make this article available to everyone that, but only make the attached files available to those that have a valid subscription. Okay. This is sort of like a bigger part of the abstract, right? So, so these conflict, so that makes you have to undo those to get this one. But these two don't conflict, so you can have both of these. So you can have purchased and subscribed, both work. Okay, we're just making this free to the world right now. Very easy. And if you have a fee for this particular article, then put the fee right here. It'll automatically put into our store and all as well. If you have a giant file like gigabytes in size, or even, well, hundreds of megs, we only take like a meg on this particular tool. If you have a giant file, then let us know and we'll help you get it all configured so that it just works. But you have to put the path to that file here in the special FTP server that you set up for this. Optional details. If you're going to be having a whole bunch of articles related to each other, this is the issue manager. Create the issue, then you can see the drop-down list here. Tagline. It's more stuff like some of the other fields that are like authors and sub tags and this sort of stuff. It's redirect to an alternate page. This one's kind of interesting. Like if you have kind of like a pseudo article, it's not really on your website, you just want it to go someplace else like Yahoo or Google or something, just put that other URL here. Okay, and then a custom path. And this is basically allows just to type in something like, Northwest News story, firemen put out fire, right? And you could put that whole path there, and then when people type that in on your website, it would just go to the article. Okay, photo gallery, not used that much these days, but if you have like a lot of photos that you didn't have the time to go ahead and put the thumbnails and all that sort of stuff, this would just go ahead and organize that for you. It's a very simple tool. It just makes thumbnails and optimize images from the files that you upload. Okay, and then smart images. What these do is these show up on the description page and the landing page, or not, the category page, focus category page, which are the same thing. The large image shows up at the very first article. If there's not a large image, it'll look for the small image. Okay, but then any other articles in that list for that particular category or focus group will show the small image. And those, of course, are all organized by time. Okay. This is a disable search, so this means that if you check this, then the article will not be searchable. Otherwise, we will index the article. We use the same algorithms as Google pretty much. It's a pretty straightforward algorithm, so that it's very robust. Check in, check out, right? And this does not stop other people from editing it. It will just give them a warning that you're going to be editing something that that someone else is already looking at. So check this article out if you need to. And if you are pasting from Microsoft Word into here, then you probably want to use these extra little features like paste from Word, as well as down here at the very bottom, this function is basically check that if you're pasting from Word, because it does a lot of weird things. And then you just click enable. Once you're all set, enable. And if you want to go view it, right, you can click on view. And if it looks good, great, that looks pretty good. I'm probably going to change this to the video so you don't see this. All right, thanks.